Hi, I'm Brian, and I'm an artist here at the Animation Academy at the Magic of Disney animation attraction at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Recently, we added characters from our hit movie Big Hero 6, so today I'm going to be teaching you how to draw Baymax. Alright, so we're going to start with a circle. Best way to draw a circle is to use your whole arms. Your shoulder naturally rotates, so get that shoulder rotation. Alright, now you always want to start your lines out really, really lightly, so what we're going to do is we're going to start towards the bottom of the paper. And we're going to draw a circle about the size of a grapefruit or a softball. You're just going to go around multiple times, because the key to good circle is repetition. As you're going around, you're able to fix your flat spots, your indents, anything that makes it not a circle. Don't worry about it being perfect, it just needs to be light. Alright, then we're going to make some guidelines. Guidelines that tell us where we put the pieces of the character, like eyes, nose, mouth, etc., etc., etc. We need to know where the center of his body is. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to divide our circle in half, and we're going to drag that line all the way to the bottom of your paper and all the way to the top of your paper. Next, we're going to find a spot about halfway between the center of your circle and a third of the way of your circle. So just right about in here. And we're going to draw a horizontal guideline, which is going to drag out on both sides. Like so. Next, we're going to do a little bit of measuring. We're going to use our thumb and our index finger and measure from the horizontal guideline to the top of the circle, just like so. And you keep your hand like that. You're going to slide up so your thumb runs into the top of your circle. And where your index finger lands, you'll just make a little mark. The top of his body is kind of bell-shaped. And so from this line, I'm going to flatten it out a little bit at the top, and then I'm going to curve down to the sides of the circle. Create this bell shape. Still keeping your lines really light. All right, then we're going to pop back down to the bottom again and measure once again from the horizontal guideline to the bottom of the circle. And you slide down so your index finger touches the bottom of your circle, and where your thumb lands, you'll draw a really light line. That tells us where the bottom of his feet are. Now, to get the basic shapes of the legs, we're just going to draw some ovals. If you're not sure how to draw an oval, just draw a circle incorrectly. So we're going to lean this against the center guideline. It's going to go up to the horizontal guideline and shoot down to the bottom, and it's going to flatten out at the bottom. These are for his legs. Now, eventually, we're only going to see the part from below the circle, so you don't want to do this very dark. Now, he doesn't have knees. He's very, very slow. Just stubby little legs. Get that on both sides. Now, this is just standard, cute, cuddly, inflatable robot Baymax. If he had his armor, he would have rocket boosters added to the bottom of his feet and so on. But we're not doing that. We're doing just regular, inflatable, medical robot Baymax. His head is going to sit up at the top. It's going to be partially inside that bell shape. And it's going to be an oval, just a wide oval. So we start just inside. It's going to be at a tilt. And we just draw a little oval on the top, like so. Now we need to see where the center of his head is, and his head is at a tilt. So just really lightly going to draw an angled guideline, like so. And then we want to find the middle of that line and move up just a little bit above it at the same angle and draw a horizontal line. Then halfway between the center and the side of the oval, on that little horizontal line, we're going to draw that oval. And one right there, and one right there. All right, now we can go ahead and start doing a little bit of darkening. And we're going to go up to the head, and I'm just going to flatten it out a little bit where it's sitting on his body. And then you can go ahead and trace back over the head. And then you can get the eyes. You can fill those in. And connect them with that line. Thicken up that line a little bit. All right, now once you get the head, without drawing through the head, we're going to trace back over the body. Of course, you don't want to draw through the head because he doesn't have a transparent head. And you're just going to go around, get that circle up into the bell shape and back up into the head. Like so. Then from below the circle, you can get the legs. Baymax was actually created back in 1998 for a Marvel comic called Sunfire and the Big Hero 6. So he is not a brand new character, contrary to popular belief. The film is based on a comic from the 90s. Towards the bottom of the legs, we're going to draw a little plateau line. So think Arizona, Wyoming, Montana, that kind of thing, plateaus. And so we're going to draw a straight line, angle up a little bit, flatten out the top, back down and across. All right, now we want to get his arms. And we're going to start our lines out really light again for the arms. And so we're going to go about a quarter of the way down from the top of the bell shape, so right about here. And we're going to draw a shape that looks like a fisherman's hook. So I'm going to curve out away from the body. I'm going to go down below that horizontal guideline. And once you're below the guideline, you're going to hook back up into the side of the body. So get this little fisherman's hook shape. Like so. And on the left side, we're going to draw ovals. They're going to be like baked potato shaped ovals. Now he's holding his hand up so he can go, "Hi, I'm Baymax." And that allows him to scan you and find out any problems you might be having since he's a medical robot. And so since he's raising his arm up, it's going to be a little bit higher up than this arm. And so what we're going to do is we're going to draw an oval. It's going to be partially inside of your bell shape, and it should line up with the top of your circle. So just draw this kind of baked potato shaped oval. Think baked potato wrapped in tin foil kind of thing. Then we're going to draw another baked potato shape. It's going to be just at the bottom of this oval. It overlaps this line and goes up, so it should just line up with the top of the first oval, just like that. Just keep your lines really light for this. Lots of overlapping lines. Like so. Then we get the fingers and the thumb. The thumb is going to overlap right where these two lines cross. So we just draw a little, tiny little baked potato shaped oval right there. And then from the thumb, we go up and we draw some more ovals. These are going to be standing on end. So we get one right here. This one should be lined up just about across from the top of the body. We go a little bit higher with the middle finger, and then back down to a little lower with the left. Like so. Then over here on the right side, we're going to draw the thumb, which is going to be touching this horizontal guideline. And it's half in and half out of the arm. Now don't make the fingers too small. He is inflatable. They're like tiny little balloons. For the finger, we're going to follow the side of the arm down, and then just leave and curve around close to the thumb and draw a little bit more of an elongated oval right there. And then we're going to see another finger just peeking in that little space between the finger and the thumb there. Oh. Next, we want to darken the thumb over here on the right. Get that over with. And the finger. And this little spot right here. And then go ahead and get the rest of the arm without drawing through the fingers. Once again, not transparent fingers. Like so. And then on the left, we're going to trace back over the thumb. But when it comes to the fingers, we're going to add a little bit, almost a webbing effect to the bottom, where we flatten out the bottom. So I'm going to flatten out the bottom of the fingers like this, and just create this almost webbed curve across the bottom like that. And then we just go up from the thumb, trace back over the fingers. Now from the finger on the left, I'm going to pull the line in just a little bit to the inside of that oval. So kind of flatten out that side of the oval, and then curve around, and then pull it up a little bit to the inside of the other oval. Then from the thumb, we go back over this oval, stopping just before we get to the bottom. So he's actually bending his arm up. And then we just trace back over from the thumb, back to the body, like so. Now across from the bottom of the thumb over here on the left, halfway between the center guideline and the side of the body, we're going to draw a little circle. And this is his data port. This is where you put in any programming chips or anything that's going to tell him whether he's going to be a medical robot or if he's got some kung fu moves. And that same shape we did on the bottom, that little plateau shape, we do that on the inside at a slight angle. Like so. Now he has patches all over him. Think of an inflatable mattress. So you might have one color for the mattress, like white, and then on the ends of the mattress there are patches, different colors, usually gray or beige, whatever. He has the same thing in all of his joints. So every part of Baymax that has to move, he's got a little patch on there. So he's got hip patches so he can bend forward. And so we start from the side of the circle on the left. I'm going to curve up, just going to the inside of that original oval a little bit. So get this little side hip patch there. And the same thing on the other side, like so. And we connect them together, basically his waist, which is going to be just below the top of the circle. We draw a little line connecting from one side to the other. Like so. He's got one on his elbow, just over here to the right, roughly the same size as the one on the hip. Like so. He's got them down here on his thighs. A little curve here, a little curve there. And then around the thumbs we'll see an oval around the thumbs for a little patch so he can bend his thumbs. There. So, as always, sign your drawing. There you have it. That's Baymax. Be sure to check us out here at the Magic of Disney Animation at the Animation Academy at Disney's Hollywood Studios, where we'll teach you not only how to draw Baymax, but a whole bunch of other characters. Thanks again, guys.